My name's Ollie Bridgwater and I'm the Executive Head Chef at the Gilpin Hotel and Lake House, heading up Soar's restaurant. The dish I'm going to cook for you today is hand-dived Orkney scallops with celeriac, truffle and Shirata Kombu. So the dish comes onto the menu sort of around January time and it runs for about 8 weeks. That's when scallops and truffles are just in the peak of their season. So to prepare the celeriac puree for the dish, it's actually a fluid gel. So we take celeriac and we split it down into 3 sections. The first section we roast very, very hard in some foaming butter. And then we add a little bit of stock, some cream and a little bit of milk. And we simmer that down for about 15 minutes. We add the second section and just steep that in, similar to a tea. And that gives us another layer of celeriac flavour. And then the third section we juice and briefly boil to clarify, and we finish the puree with those all in together. So we add these 3 different layers of celeriac flavour, the sweetness of the fresh stuff, the nuttiness of the really hard roasted stuff, and the freshness of the section that we use in the middle. We then pass all of that stock out, season it, and set it into a fluid gel. So the scallops we just simply open, just remove the roe and the skirt and just briefly give them a brief wash and line them up nice and tight on a tray to keep their shape. And we just rest those in the fridge for a day just to sort of settle down and to make sure we've got a nice soft scallop when we come to cooking it. So the Shirata Kombu we take briefly and just lay it in water. That removes all of the viscous natural gelatins within the seaweed itself. Once we do that, we take off all of the excess carrageenan that comes from it. Gently simmer that down for about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes in glucose and kombu stock. Once we've finished that, we remove the kombu and lay it out into some trays, and we add sake, mirin and a little bit of soy to the cooking liquid, and we finish it with a little bit of rice wine vinegar. After, we pour that over the kombu and marinate it for 2 months. So the crispy kombu, we just take the same white Shirata Kombu and we chiffonade that up really, really thin and deep fry it at 190 degrees until it goes really crispy. To start assembling the dish, we sear the scallop just on one side very, very lightly, and then steep that in a dashi butter. So we make butter with loads of kombu and a little bit of bonito. We steep all of that together and then add the scallops into that. That just enables the heat to move through them very, very evenly so they're just cooked. When we're about to serve, we lift them out of the butter and then put them over some burning coals for 30 seconds. As they're sort of encased in this butter, they take on that real smoky flavour very, very quickly without cooking them anymore on the inside. So to assemble the dish, we start the bowl with a little bit of the celeriac gel that's covered with some black truffle, just grated a la minute and laid over the top. So hitting that warm gel starts to get the aroma going of the amazing truffles. Then we cover that with a sheet of celeriac that's just been sliced very, very thin and laid over the top. Then we finish it with the brunnwild veg with the celeriac gel and a few slices of the beautiful just cooked scallops over the top. We then lay over the white kombu that's just been reheated in some of the glaze, and then finish it with the sauce. So with the sauce, we just heat it last minute off the heat and a big pinch of black truffle, and then served straight away. And then it just gets topped off with the crispy white kombu on top. There we have hand-dived Orkney scallops with celeriac, white kombu and truffle.